Most people live their entire lives without ever understanding what it truly means to win. They go through the motions, they have dreams, but those dreams stay locked away in the corners of their minds, gathering dust. Why? Because they never learned how to think like a winner. Thinking like a winner is the most powerful skill you can develop, because once you shift the way you think, everything else in your life changes. I'm going to take you through a journey today, a journey where you'll learn how to rewire your mind, adopt the habits of winners, and unlock the door to your potential. I promise you this, once you start to think like a winner, the life you've always dreamed of will be within your reach. Do you ever feel like life is fighting against you, like every time you take a step forward, something pulls you back? The truth is, most people live their lives stuck in this cycle. They try, they fail, and then they stop. But winners don't stop. They persist. They don't see failure as the end, they see it as part of the process. But where does this resilience come from? It comes from their mindset, their thoughts, their beliefs. Winners see the world differently, and in the next few hours, I'm going to show you exactly how they think, how they act, and how they create the results you want. The first shift you need to make to think like a winner is moving from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. Most people live their lives with a scarcity mentality. They believe there's never enough time, money, opportunities, or resources. They think life is a zero-sum game, where if someone else wins, they lose. Winners, on the other hand, understand that the world is abundant. There are unlimited opportunities, and success is not something that's taken from someone else. It's created. And it starts with this simple but profound belief: there is always more than enough. When I was young, I thought the world was against me. I didn't have much growing up, and every time I saw someone succeeding, I felt envy. I thought their success meant there was less room for me. But one day, a mentor told me something that changed my life forever. He said, "Brian, the universe is not a pie. There's not just one slice of success, it's a buffet. And the more you go after it, the more there is to take." That's when I began to shift my thinking. I stopped seeing other people's success as a threat, and I started seeing it as inspiration. I realized that I could create my own success, and so can you. When you adopt an abundance mindset, your entire world changes. Suddenly, challenges become opportunities, and obstacles turn into stepping stones. You stop playing small, and you start going after everything you want in life. But this shift doesn't happen overnight. It requires a daily commitment to reframe the way you see the world. Every time you feel like there's not enough, remind yourself there's more than enough success, money, time, and opportunity in this world for everyone. And most importantly, there's more than enough for you. If you want to think like a winner, you must set big goals. Not small goals, not "I hope I get by" goals, big goals. Winners understand that the size of your goals will determine the size of your life. The bigger the goal, the bigger the life. Let me tell you a story about a man who thought small. He had a job he hated, but instead of dreaming about changing his life, he focused on survival. He told himself, "I just need to make it to the weekend every day." He lived in that small mindset, and because of that, his life stayed small. You can't win big by thinking small. You've got to dream so big that it scares you. Winners don't aim for average, they aim for extraordinary. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to think right now about the biggest goal you can imagine. Maybe it's starting your own business, or writing a best-selling book, or becoming financially free. Whatever it is, make it big. Then commit to it. Don't just set the goal, commit to it. And here's the secret: when you set big goals, the universe moves. You'll start attracting opportunities, meeting the right people, and finding the resources you need to make those goals a reality. But none of that will happen if you're playing small. So, stop thinking about what's comfortable. Think about what excites you, what challenges you, what pulls you toward a greater future. Now, setting big goals is just the first step. The real work comes in the form of discipline. Winners are relentless in their pursuit of success because they understand one critical truth: self-discipline is the key to achieving anything. Without discipline, your goals remain dreams. I think of the greatest achievers in history. Athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, they all have one thing in common: they showed up every single day, whether they felt like it or not, whether it was convenient or not. I learned this lesson the hard way. Early in my career, I was all over the place. I had goals, I had dreams, but I lacked the discipline to follow through. And because of that, I kept failing. Then, one day, I read something that changed my perspective. It said, "Successful people do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do." That hit me hard. From that moment on, I committed to doing the hard things, the things I didn't feel like doing. And that's when my life started to change. Discipline isn't about doing things when they're easy. It's about doing them when they're hard, when you're tired, when you're frustrated. Winners don't rely on motivation, they rely on discipline. Motivation fades, but discipline keeps you moving forward. And here's the good news, discipline is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. So start small. Build the habit of discipline and watch your life transform. Here's something no one likes to talk about: failure. Everyone's afraid of it, but winners understand that failure is not the end. In fact, it's the beginning of every great success. I want you to think about every successful person you admire. Now, think about this: every single one of them has failed more times than you can count. But here's the difference: they didn't stop when they failed. They got back up, learned from it, and kept going. The truth is, failure is a teacher. Every time you fail, you're one step closer to success because you're learning what doesn't work. Winners embrace failure because they know it's part of the process. So don't fear failure, embrace it. Learn from it. Use it as fuel to keep pushing forward. Because the only real failure is giving up. And winners never give up. Here's something most people overlook: the company you keep matters. Winners surround themselves with other winners. They don't spend time with people who drain their energy or pull them down. They seek out those who inspire, motivate, and challenge them to be better. Your environment shapes your success. If you're surrounded by people who are always complaining, who are always making excuses, then guess what? You're going to start thinking and acting the same way. But if you're surrounded by people who are driven, who are focused, who are constantly pushing themselves to be better, you'll rise to their level. That's why winners seek out mentors, coaches, and successful peers. They understand that to think like a winner, you need to be around winners. So look at the people in your life right now. Are they lifting you up or pulling you down? If you want to win, you need to surround yourself with winners. It's that simple. Winners don't just think, they act. They don't spend months or years planning and waiting for the perfect moment. They take massive action, imperfect, bold action. Here's the truth: you will never have all the answers. There will never be a perfect time. But winners understand that action creates clarity. The more you act, the more you learn, the more you adjust, and the closer you get to success. If you're waiting for the stars to align, stop. Just start. Take the first step, even if it's small, even if it's small, even if it's messy. Because action is what moves you forward. The only way to win is to move. So stop thinking, stop planning, stop waiting, and start acting. Thinking like a winner is not a switch you flip on one day and forget about. It's a practice, a daily commitment. Winners understand that their thoughts shape their reality, so they're intentional about what they allow into their minds. Every morning, ask yourself, what can I do today to move one step closer to my goals? Winners start their day with purpose. They don't let distractions dictate their time, they take control. One of my personal habits is spending the first few moments of each day focusing on gratitude and planning my priorities. This small practice sets the tone for everything that follows. Building a winning mindset takes time, but it starts with daily rituals. The thoughts you feed your mind every morning will determine the outcome of your day. Winners don't dwell on problems, they focus on solutions. When something goes wrong, they don't sit and complain. They ask themselves, how can I fix this? What's the next move? When I started my career, I faced countless challenges. Sometimes it felt like everything was going against me. But I realized something important: every problem has a solution. The key is to shift your mindset from why is this happening to me to how can I solve this? That one shift will change the way you approach every obstacle in life. Winners are solution-oriented. They look at problems as opportunities to grow. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and move closer to your goals. Winners know this, and they never let problems hold them back. Winners understand that emotional control is a key to success. In the face of adversity, they remain calm, composed, and focused. They don't let fear, anger, or frustration dictate their actions. I've seen talented people fall short of their potential because they let their emotions run the show. But winners learn to control their emotions. They understand that success is about staying calm under pressure, making rational decisions, and not letting emotions cloud their judgment. One way I mastered my emotions was by practicing mindfulness. When I feel overwhelmed, I take a step back, breathe, and focus on the bigger picture. This keeps me grounded, even in the most challenging situations. Emotional mastery is a skill, and like any skill, it can be developed. Practice staying calm, no matter the situation, and you'll think and act like a winner. One of the most powerful traits of winners is their ability to take full responsibility for their lives. They don't blame others for their failures or circumstances, they own everything. Early in my career, I hit rock bottom financially. I could have blamed the economy, my job, or the people around me. But instead, I made a decision I would take full responsibility for my life. That shift changed everything. Once I stopped blaming others and started taking responsibility, I took control of my future. Winners know that success or failure is in their hands. They don't make excuses, they don't blame others. They take control of their lives, and that's why they succeed. Self-confidence is the foundation of a winner's mindset. Without it, you'll second-guess every decision and hold yourself back. Winners cultivate unshakable confidence by focusing on their strengths and constantly improving. Confidence doesn't come from having all the answers. It comes from trusting yourself to figure things out. When I started out, I didn't know everything. I made mistakes. But I was confident that I could learn and grow along the way. That belief is what kept me going. To build self-confidence, start by acknowledging your strengths. Focus on your wins, no matter how small. And most importantly, take action. Confidence grows through experience. Confidence is built through action. The more you step out of your comfort zone, the more you'll believe in your ability to win. Learners are lifelong learners. They never stop growing, never stop seeking out new knowledge, and never stop improving themselves. They know that the moment they stop learning is the moment they stop winning. I've been in this game for decades, and I can tell you one thing: the most successful people I've met are the ones who never stop learning. They're always reading, attending seminars, and finding ways to improve. That's what separates them from the rest. If you want to think like a winner, you need to adopt a growth mindset. Always ask yourself, what can I learn today? How can I get better? Commit to being a lifelong learner, and you'll always be ahead of the game. Winners are constantly improving because they know that growth is the key to success. Winners practice gratitude. They understand that success isn't just about achieving more, it's about appreciating what you already have. Gratitude shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance, from what's missing to what's possible. One of the most transformative habits I've developed is gratitude. Every day, I take time to reflect on the things I'm thankful for. This practice has not only made me more positive, but it's also made me more resilient in the face of challenges. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you shift your perspective. You stop focusing on what's lacking and start seeing opportunities all around you. Gratitude is a powerful mindset tool. Winners use it to stay grounded, positive, and focused on what really matters. Your body is your most valuable asset. Winners know that without good health, success means nothing. That's why they prioritize their physical and mental well-being. I've worked with some of the most successful people in the world, and one thing they all have in common is that they take care of their health. They exercise regularly, eat well, and make time for rest and relaxation, because they know that without health, they can't perform at their best. To think like a winner, you need to prioritize your health. Take care of your body, and your mind will follow. Winners don't go it alone. They surround themselves with like-minded people who lift them up, challenge them, and push them to be their best. Your environment plays a huge role in your success. If you surround yourself with negative people, it will drag you down. But if you surround yourself with winners, people who are motivated, driven, and successful, you'll naturally rise to their level. One of the best decisions I ever made was to seek out mentors and peers who were ahead of me in life. Their wisdom, guidance, and support were invaluable in shaping my mindset. Surround yourself with winners, and you'll naturally start thinking and acting like one. Success is contagious. Thinking like a winner is a journey, not a destination. It's a process of daily commitment, constant growth, and unwavering belief in yourself. As you move forward in your life, remember that the way you think determines the way you live. Winners think differently. They see challenges as opportunities. They take full responsibility for their lives. And they never stop learning. Most importantly, they believe in their ability to succeed, no matter what. So today, commit to thinking like a winner. Make the decision that from this moment forward, you will shape your life through your mindset. And when you do, you'll unlock the door to your greatest potential. The road to success isn't always easy, but with the right mindset, there's nothing you can't achieve. So go out there, think like a winner, and make your dreams a reality. The life you want is waiting for you. All you have to do is think like a winner and take action. Your future starts now. Next, become the best version of yourself. You wake up every day with a choice. You can continue living the same life, being the same person. Or you can take a step towards the best version of yourself. Most people are doing just enough to get by. They go through the motions, but they never quite push themselves to become the person they're truly capable of being. What about you? Are you satisfied with where you are, or do you feel deep down that you could be more, do more? and achieve more. Today we're going to talk about how to become the best version of yourself. Not just in your career, not just financially, but holistically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Self-improvement is not a one-time event. It's a journey that spans a lifetime. The moment you stop improving is the moment you stop growing. And when you stop growing, you begin to decay in your skills, in your mindset, and ultimately in your life. Let me tell you a personal story. I wasn't always the confident speaker you see today. I wasn't always in control of my life. In fact, I was lost at one point. Many years ago, I was struggling. My life was a series of failures. I felt like I was running in circles, stuck in a dead-end job, living paycheck to paycheck, and watching others succeed while I remained stagnant. I had dreams, of course, but I didn't have the discipline or the strategy to make those dreams a reality. Then, one day I hit rock bottom. I lost my job, my relationship was falling apart, and I realized something had to change. And that change had to start with me. The very first thing you need to do to become the best version of yourself is to take full responsibility for your life. No excuses, no blaming others. Just you. When I stopped blaming external circumstances and started looking inward, that's when everything shifted. I realized that I was in control of my destiny, not my boss, not the economy, not my upbringing. It was me, and it's the same for you. One of the first lessons I learned on this journey came from a conversation with a mentor I admired. I remember sitting across from him, desperate for answers, and he said something that stuck with me forever. He looked me in the eye and said, "Brian, if you want to change your life, you need to stop waiting for someone else to save you." Those words hit me like a ton of bricks. It was as if a light switch flipped on. It was at that moment I decided to take control of my life, no matter how uncomfortable or difficult the journey might be. Once you've taken responsibility for where you are, the next step is to set clear, powerful goals. Most people wander through life without a roadmap, which is why they never arrive at their destination. One of the things I did after that conversation was write down exactly what I wanted my life to look like. I wrote down everything: my financial goals, my health goals, my relationship goals. I got clear on what I wanted, and then I created a plan to make it happen. I started small with simple, achievable goals and then built up from there. Each success gave me the momentum to tackle bigger and more ambitious goals. Do you have a vision for your life, or are you just hoping things will work out? Let me tell you, hope is not a strategy. You need to be deliberate. Write down your goals. Be specific. And then break those goals into actionable steps. Now, here's the hard part: goals are worthless without discipline. The best version of yourself is not created in a day. It's created through daily habits and consistent effort. I developed the habit of waking up early, reading for at least 30 minutes every morning, and exercising regularly. At first it was tough. I didn't want to do it. But here's the thing: it's not about how you feel in the moment. It's about who you want to become in the future. If you want to change your life, start by changing your habits. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. And that discipline comes from your habits. The screen shifts to a more somber tone. Images of people struggling, facing obstacles, setbacks, and failures flash across the screen. Here's the truth: no one likes to talk about the road to becoming the best version of yourself is filled with challenges. You're going to face setbacks, you're going to fail, and sometimes you're going to feel like giving up. I remember a time when I was so close to giving up. I had been working on a project for months, and it felt like I wasn't getting anywhere. I was exhausted, frustrated, and doubting myself. But then, I remembered why I started. I remembered that conversation with my mentor. I remembered the goals I had written down, and I pushed through it. And that's what you have to do. You have to remember your why. Why did you start? Why do you want to become the best version of yourself? Hold on to that reason and let it fuel you when things get tough. Once you face challenges and push through the obstacles, it's crucial to keep learning. One of the most powerful traits of successful people is their unrelenting desire to learn and grow. Back when I was rebuilding my life, I immersed myself in books. I studied everything I could on success, personal growth, finance, and health. And I didn't stop. To this day, I read every day, and I'm always looking for new ways to improve myself. Never stop learning. The moment you think you know it all is the moment you stop growing. Whether it's learning a new skill, reading a book, or even listening to someone's experience, every bit of knowledge helps you become better, stronger, and more capable. Your mindset is the foundation for everything you do. If you believe you can succeed, if you believe you can improve, you will. But if you let negativity, doubt, or fear rule your mind, you'll never move forward. There were moments in my journey when self-doubt tried to sabotage my progress. I'd hear that little voice in the back of my head telling me I wasn't good enough, that I couldn't succeed. But I fought back with positive affirmations and surrounding myself with positivity. It wasn't easy. But I made the conscious choice every day to focus on what I could do, not what I couldn't. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This is a powerful truth. The people you surround yourself with can either lift you up or pull you down. There was a point in my life when I realized the people I was hanging around with were holding me back. They weren't bad people, but they weren't driven. They weren't pursuing big goals or pushing themselves to grow. And as a result, I was comfortable staying where I was. But comfort is the enemy of growth. So I made a tough decision. I distanced myself from people who weren't helping me grow and started surrounding myself with people who were ambitious, positive, and driven. It was one of the best decisions I ever made. When you're on a mission to become the best version of yourself, you need to be around people who support that mission. Surround yourself with people who believe in your potential and push you to achieve more. Now, this is where many people stumble. They plan, they dream, they set goals, but they never take action. If you want to become the best version of yourself, you must take massive, determined action. One of the things I learned early on was that action creates momentum. Even small actions, when done consistently, can lead to massive results over time. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for everything to be just right. Start now. Take action and let the momentum build. You are capable of so much more than you realize. But it all starts with action. Don't just think about becoming the best version of yourself, become it. One step at a time, one decision at a time, one action at a time. The best version of yourself is already within you. It's waiting for you to unlock it. And the key is in your hands. Now is the time to take that first step. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for next week. Start today. Start your journey now. Become the person you were meant to be.